Don't be fooled just because people talk in the garb of science. The web is filled with what we might call counter-knowledge. That is, a whole bunch of stuff that isn't true, that's bathed in the wording and the phraseology of science and medicine, and so it makes you think it's true. Years ago, if you saw something in a book in a library, it was a pretty good bet that it had been authenticated. You could still read nonsense, but it was far less likely than today, where on the internet, a real valid claim is almost indistinguishable from an invalid claim or a hoax, because of the ability of just anybody to go and make a web page that looks pretty sophisticated. So there are all these terms being thrown around that make you think the person knows what he or she is talking about. But just by using those words doesn't actually prove that the person's an expert. They have to actually be scientists, and if they are, they'll typically tell you the mechanisms by which things work. If you're looking at a scientific claim made by a scientist, in most cases, it will have been peer-reviewed, meaning other scientists not related to the study will have looked at it and agreed that the methods were proper. That's really the gold standard for a claim. If you just hear somebody on the web or on the radio saying that they did the experiment themselves and it's not published, that's a pretty good clue that there might be something off about it. There's this term alternative medicine, and that itself is kind of a weird term. There's medicine, which has been shown to work, and then anything that hasn't been shown to work and there's no evidence for, we call alternative medicine. As soon as we have evidence that it's working, it's just plain old medicine. But it's easier for a lie to take hold and be distributed across millions of people. You have to probe a little deeper and see who it is that created it. What biases might they have in presenting the information? Is it a hoax? And there are now, thankfully, a number of sites that can help you sort that out, like Snopes.com and PolitiFact.